Hi, good morning. My name's Helen. I'm one of the project staff here at Glasgow City Mission. Usually I'm working with our international community, but today I am a delivery driver for some of our food packages. Our ground floor looks really different to the way it normally looks. Usually it's full of people and community, but today it is full of food bags and different various foodstuffs. One of the things that we've had to adapt to since COVID-19 started is closing our evening services and our drop-ins during the day to discourage people from congregating. So it's just all about keeping our guests and keeping our staff safe. So now part of the service that we have is delivering food packages on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of an insight into what my day looks like. First stop is our Child and Family Centre. Okay, that's the van packed up. We've got stuff for 15 guests and 10 for the Child and Family Centre. So that's just about ready to go. Join me later on. I've just arrived at the Child and Family Centre, so just getting ready to drop off deliveries for them. So the Child and Family Centre work with some of the most vulnerable families in our city, so it's just making sure that nobody has to go without during this time of COVID-19. So that's first delivery made. I've got another 15 on my list for today, so I'm just going to be working my way through those. The bags are looking good today. Obviously it all depends on our suppliers and what we can get kind of week to week. But yeah, I'll get back on the road and keep going. So I'm about halfway through my deliveries for today. Everybody seems to be in really good form. I think it's because the weather's so nice, and I just had a big drive up the Great Western Road and all those cherry blossoms are just gorgeous. So I've just driven up here. I'm about to do 3 deliveries in a oneer, and yeah, it's been nice to see people's faces we haven't seen for a while. Social lockdown's really difficult for all of us, but when you're already facing loneliness or isolation, it makes it even tougher, which is why I think our phone calls are so important. Obviously I'm following protocols here whenever I am delivering, so I've got my blue gloves, I'm maintaining safe distances, but it also means that it's quite difficult to have conversations with the guys that we're dropping off to. So yeah, we'll catch up with them again via telephone or video call during the week, just to make sure they're all okay. So that's me on the home stretch. Just now I've got one last delivery to make. I've been to all 4 corners of Glasgow. I've been to Clydebank, Maryhill, Castlemilk. I'm currently just driving through Shawlands, and yeah, happy to be finished at the end of a day. I was just thinking, it really struck me that although we are helping to address food insecurity, that we're ultimately really helping to address social isolation as well. The snatched conversations that I have had with some of our guests today have just reminded me of the significance and importance of the community that we are able to supply here at Glasgow City Mission, and why the phone calls and video calls and quizzes and other nonsense that we put on during the week to keep people connected is actually really vital for folk at this time. So for some of our guys that I saw today, I might be the only person they spoke to this week, or even just today. So it matters, it really matters, that we keep in touch with our folk as well as deliver food. So that's me, over and out. Well, that's me back at Glasgow City Mission, having covered all 4 corners of Glasgow today. I think we did 25 deliveries in all, and people seemed to be really happy with the contents of the bags that they had. The weather today was beautiful, but it was a really hot day in the van. But it definitely seems to be lifting people's moods. The weather seems to make everybody seem a little bit happier, and certainly the snatched conversations that I have with some of our guests, yeah, they seem to be doing okay under the circumstances. But it got me to thinking that, you know, although we are tackling food insecurity or helping to tackle it, that ultimately we are also helping to tackle social isolation at this time as well. We have guests who can be lonely and isolated at the best of times, and COVID-19 is just making that so much worse. So it's really important for us to keep in touch with our guests and do those Zoom chats and video calls and quizzes and whatever else it takes to keep our guests connected, and can maintain that sense of community. I was talking to one guest today who said that he just can't wait until these doors are back open and he can see everybody again. And we feel exactly the same way. It's pretty heartbreaking to arrive here on a Wednesday morning and just see the building so locked up and empty, because that's not what it was built for. It was built for people, it was built for community, just as we all are. So we're just, yeah, willing this to be over, and yeah, we can't wait to get back to our community of people.